These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. Here they are, the Eggheads. Feeling quizzy, are we?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, good. Taking on our awesome quiz champions today are the Base Muntjacks. Now, this team have both lived and quizzed together during their time at Leeds University. So, let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm a field operations executive.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I'm a writing and performance student.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm a zoology student.
Howdy, I'm Whit. I'm a medieval studies student.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I'm a chemistry student.
So, Joe and team, hello.
Hello, Jeremy.
Good to see you. Tell me about the team name, Joe. Base Muntjacks.
So me, Alex and Scott were in a band together at Leeds, and that was actually called Zlatan originally, because we were big fans of Zlatan Ibrahimovic at the time. And then we decided that we liked this name, Base Muntjacks, because they came down to see me in London, and the Muntjack is a...
Wait, don't tell us. I'm going to ask the Eggheads. What's a Muntjack?
Barking deer.
Oh, they know. That's so annoying.
So, they're right.
He was in the band.
So the Muntjack is a kind of deer?
So it's a small kind of deer.
Yes.
And it's supposedly native to where I live in London, which is Wanstead.
Oh, really?
And they liked that, and Alex is a zoologist. So we decided that we'd have a band with Muntjack in the name, and then we realised it's quite similar to another famous band.
Because Base Muntjacks sounds a bit like Basement Jacks.
Yeah.
OK. This is the best answer we've ever had on a,
Yeah.
on a quiz show, by the way.
Yeah.
It gets better, though.
It's getting better. We're not even finished yet.
That was never the band name.
Right?
I graduated and had to go back to London, and the band just sort of fell away.
Oh.
So we never actually got to use the name.
Until now.
Until now.
No, we only ever did 3 gigs because we won a competition to be in the Leeds Ball.
All right, so one of you, i.e. you, Joe, you've graduated. The rest are still at university?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. And do you get a chance, Joe, to quiz together or separately?
I try and get up to Leeds whenever I can, and so we go to local pubs, sometimes the Quiz in the Union as well.
And you quiz together when you were at uni together?
Yeah, we won the Quiz in the Union, I think, a couple of times.
Ah, I heard a noise there at the Eggheads. That's the noise they go when they're suddenly worried. It was just a little, did you hear that? Oh, like that. Game on. Good luck, guys. Let's hope you can take them down. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over. You know that. Now, Base Muntjacks, I can tell you that the Eggheads are starting to get into their stride. They've won 5 on the trot, which means there's £6,000 to play for. Would you like to try and win it?
Yes.
I thought so. Yeah, no one's ever said no to that question. So the first head-to-head battle is on the subject of film and TV, and it's one of you against either Beth, Kevin, Chris, Barry, or Dave.
OK.
OK.
Film and TV.
I think that might
That's
be
going to
me.
be Scott, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll send Scott up for that.
Scott, OK, our chemistry student, against who?
Kevin.
Do you think?
Do you fancy yourself in it?
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah?
OK.
OK.
Yep.
Well, Scott will go against Kevin then.
Oh, right, OK.
Yeah.
The lunge at the leader. Scott from Base Muntjacks versus Kevin from the Eggheads, and it's film and TV. Please go to the question room now. So, Scott, here we are, film and TV. Would you like to go first or second against the Grandmaster?
Ooh, I think I'll go first.
Your first question is this. Leslie Ash played Deborah, the object of Tony's lust, in which TV sitcom? Men Behaving Badly, Duty Free, or Absolutely Fabulous?
Right, it's a tough one for me, I'm afraid. Which one to go for? I think I just have a gut feeling for some reason. I'm going to go for Men Behaving Badly.
Men Behaving Badly is the right answer.
Oh, lovely.
All right, Kevin, your question. Which of these won the Best Picture Oscar earliest? American Beauty, Rain Man, or Braveheart?
Right, just, I'm just making sure. American Beauty was around about the millennium. Braveheart was in the mid-1990s, but Rain Man was back in the late 80s. So the earliest winner of the Best Picture Oscar there was Rain Man.
You are correct, Rain Man it was. OK, Scott, in which country was the actor Ryan Gosling born? Canada, Ireland, or Australia?
Right, I think I know this one. Pretty sure it's not Ireland. Pretty sure it's not Australian, so I think Ryan Gosling is Canadian.
Canadian is correct. He's Canada, he's in La La Land, he's brilliant. Kevin, in 2002, Kate Ford joined the cast of Coronation Street playing which character? Kevin, was it Sophie Webster, Tracy Barlow, or Leanne Battersby?
Kate Ford.
Yeah, Kate Ford.
No, I don't think she's either of the. I think she's Tracy Barlow. Yeah, Tracy Barlow.
Tracy Barlow is right, 2 each. This is tense. Are you feeling it? Challenges?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got a feeling of tension. Okay. Your question, Scott. Who played Erin Gilbert in the 2016 film Ghostbusters? Amy Schumer, Rebel Wilson, or Kristen Wiig?
Well, I haven't seen it, which is not a good start, but I'm trying to think who's in it. I don't think Amy Schumer or Rebel Wilson is in it. So just by that logic, I'm going to say Kristen Wiig.
Let's check with the Eggheads here. Eggheads, is he right?
Kristen Wiig is the only one of those three that's actually in the film.
Yeah. Beth confirms it. Kristen Wiig is the right answer. Well done. So 3 out of 3. Not a question wrong so far for our challenges. Kevin, the first episode of the first series of Downton Abbey was set on the day after which of these events? Sinking of the Titanic, death of Queen Victoria, or the signing of the Entente Cordiale?
I think it originally it started just before the First World War, and the other 2 events are a little bit further back than that. So I have a recollection that the Titanic sinking came into it at the outset. So sinking of the Titanic.
You're absolutely right. Sinking of the Titanic. 3 questions and 3 correct answers from both of you. So we go to sudden death. Scott, it gets a bit harder. I don't give you multiple choice options. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Here we go, Base Muntjax. Who was nominated for a Best Supporting Actress Oscar for her role as the witch in the 2014 musical film Into the Woods?
To the Woods. I can't. Oh, it's there. I can see a face, but I can't think of a name. I don't know. Jennifer Lawrence. I know it's wrong, but I'll have a go.
Wrong generation, actually. We were looking for somebody who's, I guess, senior.
Yeah.
It was the 19th Oscar nomination for Meryl Streep.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's that generation.
Yeah.
She might be complimented you didn't guess
Maybe.
that she played the witch. Kevin, you can take the round with this. Who played the austere father, Mr. Banks, in the 1964 musical film Mary Poppins?
So long since I've seen it. I saw that as a kid when it came, and I've never seen it since. I think it was David Tomlinson, but I'm just having I'm not mixing that up with bed knobs and broomsticks or something, am I? No, I'm going to have to say David Tomlinson. I can't remember.
It's interesting you mentioned bed knobs and broomsticks because I happened to see that recently, and I've got this vivid image of this guy floating around on a bedstead, and it is the same guy.
Yeah.
So the confusion is not confusion, actually. David Tomlinson is the right answer. Sorry, Scott. He is a very powerful quizzer, isn't he?
It was worth a try.
It was very much worth a try, and it's
Yeah.
happened before. Catching Kevin cold at
Yeah.
the start, it sometimes works because he doesn't expect to be picked. Kevin, though, you're in the final. Scott, you're not. Please return to us. We'll play round 2. So the Base Muntjacks have lost the brain from the final round. They lost Scott. The Eggheads have not lost any so far. I stress so far. It's politics now. Who would like politics? Joe, what do you think?
Do I have to go on?
It's got to be Joe.
It has to be
Yeah,
you,
and then when
really.
you type
Yeah.
in sport, does it come up?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if sport comes up,
If sport comes up behind it.
Oh,
Yeah, because I could have done
I
sport.
don't know.
could
Wait,
you
can
do
you do
politics?
politics?
No,
No?
I think
Okay, it's you then, Joe.
Maybe, I mean,
Yeah. But if we
it's
lost Scott
normally
for sport,
on,
that's the
like,
thing.
Yeah, I know we have,
Versus
but like,
constituency.
That was Banker not coming
we
up.
can't play for a perfect outcome now. That's
True. Yeah.
That's
okay.
very wise.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
going
who
to
is
be
it?
me.
Okay, Joe, against which Egghead? Can't be Kevin.
Who do you fancy?
I will take Barry.
Barry.
We agree.
Yeah.
Very good, okay.
Should have consulted my team on that.
The discussion was minimal.
Executive decision.
Joe from Base Muntjacks versus our own Egghead Muntjack, Mr. Barry Simmons. Please go to the question room now. So good luck here. Joe, you're against Barry. Would you like to go first or second?
I will go first, please.
Here's your question. Donald Trump was born in which decade? 1920s, 1940s, or 1960s?
Can't be 1920s, of course. He's fair. Yeah. 1960s definitely wouldn't work. Yeah, it's got to be 1940s. Yeah.
1940s is right. Well done. First point to Joe. Barry, which Shakespearean phrase was famously used to describe a period of James Callaghan's government that began in 1978? Dead as a Doornail, Winter of Discontent, or Laughingstock?
I remember this well, and it was the Winter of Discontent.
It was indeed. And what play is that from, Barry?
I think it's Richard III.
I think it is. I think it's that famous sort of hammy Laurence Olivier speech, isn't it?
It is, which I will refuse to do.
Well done. Joe, what is the first name of Theresa May's husband, whom she married in 1980? Philip, Michael, or Henry?
Right, I feel like it's not Michael. I feel like that would have a good ring to it and it would really jump out at me. Again, Henry isn't saying anything. Philip May sounds good to me. I don't know it for sure. Yeah, I'll say Philip.
Philip is correct. Well done. Barry, who was British Prime Minister between 1929 and 1935? Andrew Bonar Law, Stanley Baldwin, or James Ramsay MacDonald?
I should know this instantly, but for some reason I'm struggling. Now, I know Stanley Baldwin was a Prime Minister at the abdication crisis, and that was 1936. Bonar Law, I think, is earlier. Now, Baldwin was Prime Minister on a number of occasions, but I don't think it was him. I think it was James Ramsay MacDonald.
You're absolutely right. Well done, James Ramsay MacDonald, known as Ramsay MacDonald. Your question now, Joe. What was the occupation of Stephen Ward, who became a central figure in the Profumo affair? Osteopath, chauffeur, or jockey?
I'm not sure what the Profumo affair is, so it's going to be tricky to figure this out. Jockey seems really left field. I like the sound of chauffeur because maybe he was driving a politician. I probably shouldn't talk about the affair since I don't know what it is, but I think chauffeur, like he might have overheard things, so yeah, chauffeur.
Profumo was a Conservative minister in the 60s who was linked with these women, and then it was an issue of him lying to Parliament about it and Russian spies, and the whole thing went completely crazy, basically. Osteopath is the answer. Okay, Barry, your question. Chevening House, used as an official government residence, is in which English county? Is it Kent, Cumbria, or Norfolk? This for the round.
Oh, I always get confused between Chevening and Dorneywood, which is also used, but it's not in Cumbria. But I can't remember, is it in Kent or Norfolk? Chevening. But I have a feeling it's in Norfolk, so that's my answer.
Eggheads? Kent is the answer, Barry. Okay, bit of a let-off there, Joe. 2 out of 3 for you both. We go to sudden death again. Here's your question. In 1988, which junior health minister created outrage by saying most of Britain's egg production was infected with the Salmonella bacteria?
Right, junior ministers from the late 80s. So it's probably someone who was around in the 90s. I'm going to say, could it be John Redwood?
No, it was Edwina Currie. Barry, who was twice defeated in the running for leader of the Liberal Democrats by Mingus Campbell in 2006 and Nick Clegg in 2007?
Oh, I know who it was. I can see him in my mind's eye, and I can't put a name to him. Oh, goodness, Barry. Chris Huhne.
For the round, Chris Huhne is correct. Well done, Barry. Sorry, Joe. Knocked out by Eric. Had similar circumstances to the last round, so Joe, you won't be able to help your team in the final either. Not a crisis yet, but getting close. Come back to us. We'll play round 3. Okay, base muntjacks have lost a couple of brains now from the final round. The Eggheads are still all sitting there looking a little bit too pleased with themselves. The next subject is food and drink. Food and drink. Who would have thought that? Now, who wants this? 3 guys in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wit.
All right.
What do you think?
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I don't think I'm gonna do well.
I mean, you're
but
right.
No, hear me out. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm gonna get out of it. There's no chance for me anyway.
You know you're Latin, I think that might help.
Okay. Well, when I'm gone and you're just here,
When I'm gone.
yo, remember the Alamo.
soon-to-be departed Wit.
Okay, Wit. That was a very dramatic monologue. And against which Egghead?
Y'all decide. I don't know.
Okay. Food and drink. Let's say
Chris?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Chris.
Okay.
Chris.
We'll go for Chris.
Okay, so Wit from Base Muntjacks versus Chris from the Eggheads. Please take your positions. So, Wit, where are you from originally?
Well, I was born in California, was raised in Texas, but I've lived in Kansas the longest. So I'm from the United States of America.
So you're passing through Europe or staying?
I don't know. I'm just around.
And when you were very young, you were in a film
Yeah, I was.
called Gattaca.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I played the main character, actually. It was a flashback scene. I was 2 years old. But yeah, I did play the main character. It was uncredited. You'll have to take me at my word. I took my mother at her word, so I don't really remember it.
Good luck, Wits. You're up against Chris on food and drink. Do you want to go first or second?
I'm gonna go second.
Here we go, Chris. Which part of a chicken is most likely to be used to make the dish chicken Kiev? The breast, drumstick, or parson's nose?
It wouldn't get much of a Kiev out of a parson's nose, would you? So you make a Kiev with the breast.
It is the breast, exactly. Nice and spicy, garlicky. Yes, lovely. Okay, Whit, your question. What type of food is mulligatawny? Is mulligatawny cheese, flatbread, or soup?
Mulligatawny. That sounds like something regional. I don't know why, but it doesn't strike me as cheese. I don't know. Mulligatawny soup, mulligatawny bread, mulligatawny. I don't know. I kind of want it to be soup. I don't know anything about the origin of the word. I'll go with soup.
Let's just check with your teammates here. Is he right?
We're pretty happy with that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they like that. Soup is right. Chris, the aniseed-flavored spirit ouzo is most associated with which of these countries? Brazil, Greece, or Japan?
It's the national tipple of Greece.
Greece is the right answer. Back to you, Whit. The delicacy known as bird's nest soup is made from the nest and saliva of which bird? Sorry, you're on the soups here. Nightjar, swiftlet, or wagtail?
Bird's nest soup.
Bird's nest soup.
This would probably help if I knew which ones nested and which ones, I don't know, did whatever other birds do. Maybe they all nest, but I'm guessing that's what the question's actually asking or something. I might have to go with, I like wagtail. I just like that word. I don't know. I'm gonna go with wagtail.
Wagtail is your answer. Chris, do you know this one?
Yeah, it's a species of oriental swift or swiftlet.
Swiftlet.
Oh.
Chris, your question, and you can take the round with this. Which fish is an essential ingredient of the dish known as Scotch woodcock? Chris, is it anchovy, salmon, or eel?
I always thought that was a cheese on toasty type thing. Well, to pep up cheese on toast and make it into a Scotch woodcock, you'd add a couple of fillets of anchovy.
Is he right, Eggs?
Yes.
Yeah. Anchovy's the right answer. 3 out of 3 for Chris. Sorry, Whit, you've been knocked out there. Knocked out by soups.
Yeah, that's how it comes to you, I guess.
Please come back to us, both of you. We've got one more round to play. All right, Base Muntjacs have lost 3 brains from the final round. The Eggheads have still got all their brains. And the next subject for you is geography. So last one before the final. Who wants this? This could be a key moment.
Yeah, well, we're pretty happy with that.
Yep.
I think I'll take that.
Yeah.
Going to be Alex, okay, zoology student. Against which egghead? And it can be either of the ones on the end. So it's Dave or Beth.
I think maybe Dave.
I think Dave.
Yeah.
We'd like to go for Dave, please.
Right, so Alex from Base Muntjacs is going to take on Dave. Tremendous knowledge, Dave, as he's called from the Eggheads. On geography, could be a key moment now. Please go to the question room. Okay, Alex, geography against tremendous knowledge. Dave, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go for first.
Okay, you're looking pretty relaxed there.
Not feeling too bad. Yeah.
Good. Here's your first question. In which country is the resort of Acapulco? Turkey, Mexico, or India?
Acapulco. Could you spell that, please?
Acapulco. Acapulco.
I feel like that sounds more Mexican than the rest of them, so I'm going to go with Mexico.
Mexico is quite right. Famous, the going loco down in Acapulco and all that stuff. You know, it's quite sort of famous party town. Mexico's right. Well done. Dave, which 2 countries border the Principality of Andorra? Italy and France, Spain and Portugal, or France and Spain?
Andorra, yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's in the Pyrenees, so that leads me to France and Spain.
France and Spain is correct. Back to you, Alex. In Somerset, Wookey Hole is the source of which river? River Axe, River Spear, or River Hammer?
In Somerset, I'm not sure about any of these rivers, to be honest. I don't have much reason to go for this, but I'm going to go for river spear. I guess a river flows like a spear.
I don't know whether the two wrong answers here are made up or not. Dave, which is it?
It's River Axe.
River Axe is a river, and River Axe is the answer. Dave has a chance to take the lead. The colon is the unit of currency in which of these countries? COLON. Costa Rica, Cambodia, or Chad?
I think it's one of these where Barry spent a few of these. Don't think it's Chad. Don't think it's Cambodia. I think Costa Rica.
Let's check with Barry, known as He's Been to Every Answer Simmons. Barry, which is it?
It's Costa Rica, and I was there quite recently.
Of course you were. Of course you were. You've been everywhere quite recently. Costa Rica is the answer. Alex, you've fallen behind here.
Yep.
You need to get this right to stay in. Otherwise, it is going to be Jack alone in the final. Which of these countries shares a border with Eritrea? Alex, is it Djibouti, Uganda, or Kenya?
Well, I'm going to Kenya soon, and I don't think it borders Kenya. And Djibouti is very small. I think it borders Ethiopia. I think Uganda's next to Ethiopia. So I'm going to go with Uganda.
Let's see if your teammates know. Do you know?
We think it's Djibouti. We think Uganda might be too far.
Yeah, I mean, they're all in this vaguely the same neighborhood, but the one with the same border is Djibouti. Alex, sorry. I know as a zoology student that might not have come up in your subject. But thank you for playing. You've been beaten by our egghead. Dave will be in the final. Return to us. We will play the final round. So this is what we've been playing towards. It is time for the final round, which as always is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So, all from this side, I'm afraid, it's Joe, Alex, Whit, and Scott from Basement Jacks. Would you please now leave the studio? Okay, Jack, you're playing to win Basement Jack's £6,000, and good luck. Dave, Barry, Chris, Kevin, and Beth, you're playing for something that money can't buy, which is the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time, they're all general knowledge. You are allowed to confer. Sorry that doesn't help you, Jack, because you're on your own. The question is, can your one brain defeat these 5? It's been done before, hasn't it, Eggs? And that's why they're worried. Jack, would you like to go first or second?
First, to get more questions.
Okay, so your first question is this. West Ham United traditionally wear a home kit described as being blue and what colour? Silver, olive, or claret?
Okay, I'm pretty confident about this. When you start the question, I knew it's a sort of a maroony, like the shirt, basically, that I'm wearing now. And of those 3, the closest to that description would have to be claret.
Claret is quite right. Brilliant. Okay, first question for the Eggheads. The beaver is an official symbol of which country in the Americas? Canada, Mexico, USA?
Canada.
National animal of Canada.
That's the national animal of Canada.
Canada's quite right, Beth. Well done. We need them to struggle over an early question. That's essentially what we need. The beaver didn't help us. Here's yours. For what does the letter G stand in the name of the pig breed, abbreviated to GOS? Golden, Glossy, or Gloucestershire?
Okay. Didn't brush up on pig knowledge for this, but I mean, we said GOS. I mean, I was thinking like something old sow, but that doesn't sound technical. That doesn't sound like a farmer would want to refer to pigs as that. That leans me more towards Gloucestershire. I'm thinking of other livestock breeds that I can name, such as Friesian or Shetland, which have locations in the name. So I'll say Gloucestershire.
Now, I think the OS stands for Old Spot. Am I right?
does, yeah.
So the pig breed is Gloucestershire Old Spot. Well done. Gloucestershire's correct. Kids, Incheon Airport is in which country? Incheon. Taiwan, Sri Lanka, or South Korea?
South Korea.
South Korea.
That's where the landings were.
Yeah, South Korea, definitely.
Near Seoul.
Okay, Kevin informs me it's near Seoul in South Korea.
South Korea is right. Here's your third question, Jack. Manuel II was the king of which European country until it declared itself a republic in 1910? Was this Portugal, Spain, or Italy?
I think it can't be Spain, because I'm pretty sure they still have a monarchy. And I feel like they probably did have one before the Civil War. Italy, I think, was unified in the 19th century with Garibaldi. So I'm going to go with Portugal, Jeremy.
Eggheads, what is the answer?
Portugal.
Portugal is correct. Well done. 3 out of 3. So, Eggheads, here we are. And you know how dangerous this is, don't you? Because you've been here before and you've had the smiles wiped off your faces. Third question. Final round. £6,000 the jackpot. If you get this wrong, the challengers have won. Who was the mother of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh? Princess Alice, Princess Maud, or Princess Irene?
I thought it was Princess Alice.
Yeah, I think it's Alex. Yeah.
Well, I've recently watched The Crown, and I'm pretty certain it was Princess Alice.
Yeah, I think it's Alice.
Yeah.
We're pretty convinced that is Princess Alice.
The correct answer is Princess Alice. 3 out of 3 for you both. Well done, Jack. Great play so far. Gets a bit harder now because I don't give you multiple choice options. Here we go. General knowledge. Come on, you can do this. Which television personality narrated the UK audiobook editions of the Harry Potter series?
Okay, I think I know this. I never listened to them myself, read the books, of course, but I'm pretty sure, because I've heard people ape him over and over again doing it, I think it's Stephen Fry.
Stephen Fry is right. Okay, Eggheads on the edge again. Whispering Grass was a 1975 UK #1 single for 2 members of the cast of which TV sitcom?
It ain't half hot mum. It ain't half hot mum.
Yep.
Lovely.
Donna Stell and
Windsor Davis.
Windsor Davis.
Sung by Donna Stell and Windsor Davis from It Ain't Half Hot Mum.
It Ain't Half Hot Mum is correct. Back to you, Jack. A famous quote from Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra is, "Age cannot wither her, nor customs stale her infinite what?"
Right, well, I know he's talking about Cleo, of course. I have seen the play. I have studied the play in theatre history. My instinct is to say beauty. That seems to be the word that would most fit. It's the word I'd probably put there. Stale her as well. I feel beauty is something that could be described as going stale, cannot wither her. And as well, the lines already start with wither her, and that's very much a physical thing. So, yeah, I'll say beauty, Jeremy, for £6,000.
It's not beauty.
Ah!
Variety.
Variety, I wouldn't have got that.
Nor
That doesn't
customs
sound-
stale her infinite variety.
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, the Eggheads have a chance to take the contest then. Sudden death. This question. The Peloponnese Peninsula is a part of which Mediterranean country?
Greece.
Greece. Greece. South of the Corinth Canal. Yeah.
It's part of Greece, Jeremy.
If you're right, the contest is over on sudden death. The answer is Greece. We say congratulations, Eggheads. You have won.
I knew that one, but...
Eggheads, did you know the Shakespeare one? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I didn't want to go to them because I thought that would be off-putting. So on Greece, they've taken it. But gosh, you're a quizzer, Jack.
Well, I tried.
You did so well. You were storming along there.
We'll take the moral victory, not the financial one.
Base Muntjacks have been a great team to see in action. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Commiserations to our challengers. The Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them, and their winning streak continues. It does mean that you're not going home with the £6,000. We will take that money and roll it over to our next show. Eggheads, well done. Who is ever going to beat you? Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to take them down. £7,000 says they won't. Maybe they never will. Until we play again. Goodbye.